Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Mega Man 7. We have finished all of the side quests, a rare thing to say about a Mega Man game, but it's true. We have filled our inventory to the brim, so the only thing left to do is to tackle the Wily stages. The setup for the Wily stages in this game is relatively standard, nothing we haven't seen before, with one certain twist, but we are only going to see that at the end. For now, however, let's focus on the stage itself, which is, contrary to many other Wily stage setups, very focused on platforming this time. This is a bit of a for better or worse situation, because while I do like interesting platforming challenges, and this stage has them a lot, it's also sometimes a little bit obnoxious in this and the next level. So we're going to see in the end how the verdict lies. For now, I tried to give Proto Shield a little bit of something to do. It helped once and then it didn't help, so let's go for a better shield. However, don't trust it completely. There are enemies that take 2 hits to kill, and if you have already depleted half of a shield pip, then it can't help you, but that's what speed is for. That's what beat is for. And here we see the main gimmick of this level introduced in a safe way. When you stand on a platform, it's dark. When they go over these narrower paths, they spin and you will fall down. So it's like Guts-platforms, but supercharged and less glitchy than those are, with a properly working physics system. And this safe introduction we will get later on. We will have a repeat of that gimmick where it's much more deadly. So this is also a much more standard platformer gimmick setup than what we have seen before, except for Springman's level. On this screen we have now stationary platforms on the ground, combined with these guys here that obscure where the pits are, so that's kind of tough actually. And I'm sorry to tell you, but I actually found a great use for Scorch Wheel, so I have to eat my words. It rips through the peepees here and it two-shots the blowing and sucking guys, which is actually just very good on this screen. It's absolutely amazing. It does not light up the room, which would be awesome, but sadly it doesn't work. But even for the next screen here, speeds up things, otherwise you could just wait for that thing to vanish. But yeah, it's really nice. And then we need to use a rush item. I choose Super Adapter because, you know, I have it to progress, always something that irritates me. But now we have a screen where we see, oh yeah, the game now really expects that we know how to deal with these platforms. Fortunately, we do have the Super Adapter. I tried it a little bit. It's not that difficult to do it without the Super Adapter. I try not to overuse it. But here, this jump here is tough without an extra security blanket. I'm pretty sure I would have made it if I hadn't panic hit the jump button again, but why risk it, you know? It's not that hard to find the rush plates. I strongly recommend getting them. I do feel like the game is really expecting you to find them. It even has Proto Man asking you, have you found them already, and so on. That screen down there, I don't know what the top right half of it is for. You really don't need to do it. Up there could get the E-Tank, but I would have to get out of the Super Adapter and slide and so on. So now let's focus on the mini-boss, Bass. He's not the final boss of this stage, and I want to stay in Super Adapter. Why? Because Bass is critically weak to the homing fist of the Super Adapter. He takes 6 damage from that, which is insane. He dies so easily to that. And that's a good thing, because this fight is kind of a bit of a pain. He isn't very much different from his first encounter, except now he moves, but he still has the same gimmick of whenever he's on your level, then he will shoot. But because he now moves, it's very unpredictable when you can actually safely hit him. By the way, something else I was demonstrating, Noise Crush isn't his weakness, not even charged up, it just deals 2 damage. All special weapons deal 2 damage to him, except for a Freeze Cracker half shot that only deals 1. So you can basically choose whatever works to hit him. You can use a Wild Call, it's fine, it's allowed. Yeah, whatever works, and we're going to see a little bit more of that later on, because I know I kind of cheesed him, so I'm going to do a little bit better next time. Anyway, I really struggle against these roaches. They are kind of tough to deal with in confined spaces, but I do think that they kind of also put them there to allow you to refill your health before the boss. And I mean, they did drop a health up, so that really helped. It won't save me, spoilers, I won't make it, the video still takes a little bit longer, but I'm going to show off the weakness of Gutsman G, This is why Wily stole Gutsman from the Robot Museum, so he can upgrade him into this weird tank form. It's fun, I don't know, he just really likes Gutsman, I guess. We have seen most of his moves. What we did not see, however, is that yes, he can kind of drop the stone on your from the ceiling on your head if you are not to the very left of the room. Just stay there, it's very safe. But yeah, let's do him Buster style, because, you know, doing it with Slash Claw is fun. I like Slash Claw, and you can throw back the rocks at him, dealing a lot of damage, which is cool. I like that a lot. But let's see how I can deal with him without his weakness, because, you know, I can. This is the winning attempt. With one issue, this attack here, I completely failed to dodge. This is one of my first recordings, and I think like this is actually my first try against him. You've seen both first tries on this current playthrough of Mega Man 7 for me, so I completely forgot how to actually dodge his charge attack. I will rectify showing it off. This is in the video later on. Suffice to say, it's not easy, it's not intuitive, I don't really like it, but if you are lucky and he doesn't use it too often, then you will still be able to do it. Otherwise, jumping over the rock he shoots, similar to Junkman, a very similar timing, where you'd have to jump a little bit earlier than you think you would have to. When he's already pushing it, it's too late, basically. It will be too fast and the hitbox is too big because it's a huge stone, right? But that's about it for Guts-Man G. I wanted to call him Guts-Dozer all the time, but that's the name of the Mega Man 2 boss, which is also Guts-Man with tank treads. You know, he likes that design, okay? Anyway, and one thing that I alluded to at the start, we're back at the level select. You know what this means? We can go shopping. We have fully filled up weapon energy at the start of every Wily stage. They completely got rid of that, which I really like. It's great. Anyway, back to this guy. So here I show off a little bit of a hybrid strategy. And also that if you have his weakness, the Slash Claw, you can't do anything against the charge attack. You really didn't see that the first time. So I strongly recommend not always using the Slash Claw. It is good to shoot back the boulder into his face, but it will not help you against the charge attack. So let's see, what can we do against the charge attack? If you hit him with Buster Pellets, then it will actually push him back a little bit. That's a concept we've seen before in the Mega Man Game Boy game, forgot which boss exactly, but it was also kind of unintuitive there. So yeah, you kind of have to do that here as well. And the problem is also you can only have 3 shots on screen at a time, so you can't spam until he's really close. You have to be very careful with your initial shots, just shoot one, then another, and also the wiki says that Noise Crush can deflect the rocket. It doesn't work. The wiki is completely wrong, so don't try this at home, guys. I just wanted to verify that for myself. It just doesn't work. Anyway, and then, as I said and promised, a fight against Space where I don't just clown on him. I still use a special weapon. In this case, I use the Freeze Cracker. As I said, it doesn't really matter, but I want to give Freeze Cracker a little bit of a chance. And look, I shot it diagonally upwards, and it was good because now I could hit him with it. And because it is a larger projectile, it's actually fairly easy to hit him. My brilliant tactic is just to not move. Up here you are relatively safe and can react quite easily. He can corner you, that's really annoying. I don't really know what to do against that, but as I said, it's a bit of a chaotic fight. There are consistent ways, I don't know them. He has a bunch of weaknesses, take those into account. Anyway, this thing still sucks while you are using beat. Thank you very much for your attention.